Hey everyone, it's Pearlescent Toys back in today's video with another Marvel Legends review, and today we are looking at Man-Thing from Werewolf by Night. Yes, this is so exciting for me. I have wanted a Man-Thing figure for the longest time. The Toy Biz version, it's Toy Biz, so it doesn't really match up with a lot of the modern Marvel Legends figures of today. And of course, you had to build a figure that came out years and years and years ago as a part of a Marvel Knights wave. It was only like $100, but in this day and age, in this economy, that's an arm and a leg right there. So yes, I am so glad we finally have a new Man-Thing, and this one is based on his MCU look from Werewolf by Night. But before I get into all of that, let's just look at the box. Let's look at the presentation. There is the side art. Love the black and white style of the feature film with the red eyes being the one color that shines through. Amazing. Here is the back of the box with the poster. We need more special presentations. Please, Hasbro, please. And Disney, please. Alright, but without further ado, let's get into the review. Man-Thing, real name Ted Sallis, first appeared in Savage Tales, issue number 1 in May of 1971. That story did very little to establish the character into the Marvel Universe. It wasn't until Astonishing Tales number 12, released in June of 1972, where the Man-Thing would properly enter the fold. Yeah, you guys are going to have to forgive me for my voice today. I am working a little sick. I came down with the flu. So my nasal passages are just really clogged up. That's why my voice might sound a little different today. Speaking of sick, let's talk about the Sculpt and paint. Jesus Christ, that was such a bad transition. Starting with the feet, and these things just look absolutely gnarly. I love those sharp, jagged toenails that he has, and these little leaves just like going forward, covering up the rest of the foot. And you could see like where the leaves don't touch, like there is some like vine work there, some sculpting. It looks very swampy. Swampfoot's a real thing, right? It's literally what he has. And you work your way up to the calves, and you get these really cool mushrooms on the back of his Achilles tendons right here. It does a really good job of both replicating that nature aesthetic while also like showing muscle. Like it looks like a cross between both. And on the front, you get even more just beautiful sculpt work. You just see like the moss and the leaves and those branches too. I love the brown that they used here, very down to earth feeling, and that continues up to the knees right here. Even the knee joints are sculpted in. I think that looks wonderful. Again, oh my god. And there's like even like a tree stump little sculpts right there underneath all those vines. And you continue up to the thighs, and those like very nuanced details like the leaves, the branches sort of get lost within these much bigger vines. And oh man, these mushrooms off to the side right here painted in very beautifully. And then ooh, a little bit of swamp butt. Not sure what these are. Crabs? You get his little skirt piece. I love this little leaf piece going down right here. You get that right there. That looks wonderful. And then moving up, and you get just even more. Man, this thing is just loaded with tons and tons and tons and tons of detail. I'm not sure which pieces are reused from the Build-A-Figure, which pieces are brand new. I know this figure has a lot of brand new parts. I'm just not entirely sure which ones they are. Love that one branch right there. And then you get his rib cage up here. Wish we got a little bit more bones, because I think that is such a cool detail. And the branch going down here as well. He has one singular flower on his left shoulder. On the back, you do get this like tree branch right here sticking out of his back, and you get even more leaves and foliage just all throughout the sculpt. You get this like cool maple leaf right there, and yeah, like the moss detail right there. It's just everywhere, and yeah, it kind of makes me want to think that the upper torso is brand new, then the lower torso is reused, because a lot of that like foliage is kind of lost on this part. But yeah, the back is also covered in those sticks as well. I think it looks phenomenal. And then going over to the side, the arms. Oh man, they look beautiful with these this fungus just covering both shoulders and each one isn't painted in all the way through. There is green from the plastic, poking through. There's some moss right there underneath. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And the arms too, with this big whole branch right here on this arm. Same with the other. And they go down. They are uneven. They're not the same sculpt. So I love the asymmetry right there. The hands too, dude. The hands are wonderfully sculpted as well. Having the same amount of like foliage and just like plant life as like the torso and the legs, just looks breathtaking, honestly. And I'm pretty sure this, like, I want to call it algae maybe, is like painted in a lighter green just to help it stand out a bit better on the forearm. And now looking at the head, it looks fantastic. I love the dry brushing, the lighter green going all throughout the like trunks going down. That's what I'm calling them. I'm calling them trunk. It looks like an elephant trunk. Even on the back of the head, like you could see like this tree branch going all the way through, and then on the side right here, even more leaves and just plant life. It all leads up to this front piece right here, and I just think it looks super menacing, super scary, while also looking a little inviting. He looks friendly. I think so. I need to rewatch that special. I remember it was so good. He does look like he has like a friendly side to him, and I really, really like that. I love all the tree branches going all throughout the trunks too. Man, it's just a wonderful, wonderful sculpt. Now going over accessories, he comes with 2 fisted hands and 2 wide open hands, with one hand being more relaxed and the other being a bit more action pose. And those also have a wonderful amount of sculpting. Not a lot of plant life or foliage like the fisted hands, but still, they look pretty nice. Now, going over articulation, the head is able to move up this much. It's able to go down, not a whole lot. He does have a bit of pivot and some side-to-side movement. His arm is able to move this far up, and he has rotation at the shoulder, upper bicep swivel. Ooh, it's a little bit inhibited by these mushrooms, though, so you're not going to be able to go all the way through on either arm. He has a single-jointed elbow that bends in this much, and your standard wrist hinge, allowing his hand to move up, down, all the way around.
Ooh, you nasty. And now going over size comparisons, here is Man-Thing next to Kazar and Zabu, 2 agents of AIM, Blade and Daredevil, Luke Cage and Iron Fist, Spider-Man and Venom, Deadpool and Hydra Bob, Commander Gary and CT-4279, Grogu and Sad Freakin' Rollins, Darwin and Morbius, and finally Jeff the Landshark and Spider-Ham.
All right, time for my final rating and my overall thoughts. I think I'm going to give this figure a final rating of 8.5 out of 10. I'm going to give him an 8.5 out of 10. I think the sculpting is super well done. I love all the plant life and foliage all throughout it, and all the muck, the fungus, the branches all painted in. Those all look beautiful. The rib cage too, and it just, the sculpt alone is just flat out breathtaking. I could just look at it for hours. It just is super cool to look at. One big complaint I have though is the accessories. I know there really isn't a whole lot you could do with Man-Thing. Just 2 hands, 2 sets of hands. Come on. I don't know, like a rock or something, a tree branch, something for him to hold, anything really. That and the articulation is, it's a bit dicey, it's good in some places and not so good in others. It is rocking that like 2016, 2017 Marvel Legends articulation, so it isn't exactly perfect, but it's passable. So yeah, 8.5 out of 10. But yeah, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know what you guys would rate this figure out of 10 in the comment section below. And while you're at it, please like and subscribe, share with a friend. Anything you can do that will support the channel be greatly appreciated. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Bye. He has one singular flower up top on his right shoulder.
And now